Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you have a high debt to income ratio, I'm talking like above 60%, closer to 70%, then why net credit may be an option for you. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. With net credit, they offer two types of loans, right? So they offer a personal loan for $10,000. However, they also offer a line of credit, all right, up to $4,500. Now, one of the things I always tell you, if they offer a line of credit, go for the line of credit. Now, here's the reason why. When you get that line of credit, let's say they give you that $4,500 line of credit. The thing about it, they only charge you for what you actually use. All right. Now, does that disqualify you for the personal loan? No. You can apply for both of them. Now, here's the thing about it. With net credit, they offer a soft pull. All right. And so with their soft pull, what the thing about it, I want to get a little more comfortable. With the soft pull, all right, once you actually accept the loan, then that's when they actually do the hard pull. And they're going to do the hard pull on your TransUnion. They used to use Experian. Now they're using TransUnion, all right? Now, minimum credit score, all right? So the DTI is closer to 70%. Minimum credit score, I would tell you, is usually, I've seen people with about a 620 get qualified for this. However, people with a 580 credit score may still get qualified. Now, here's the thing about it. Why? All right. With net credit, they're not focusing on just your credit score. What they're focusing on is your ability to pay. Do you have an active checking account? Okay. So if you have an active checking account with deposits in it, they will work with you. So that means if you're self-employed, okay, but you have deposits going on, you will qualify for one of their loans. All right. Now, another thing in terms of income threshold, I would tell you your income threshold for net credit would have to be at least $1,000 after taxes. Okay, so being able to show that you have monthly deposits of at least $1,000 after taxes, you will be able to qualify for net credit loans. All right. Now, I know with some people, they may not like the interest rates. Yes, the interest rates is definitely going to be much higher. However, the thing about it, when you have bad credit and you don't have too many options and they give you an option, I would go for that loan. Now, here's what I would do. Let's just say that they give you that $10,000 loan. What I would do, I would take that $10,000 and what I would do, I would pay down my revolving credit card debt. Okay? Now, here's the reason why. Let's say you have 5 credit cards, all right? And so those 5 credit cards, they go anywhere from $200 up to $4,500, right? So I would pay those credit cards down from smallest to largest, all right? Then what's happening is your credit score is going to increase, right? Then what I would do, I would go to a credit union that offers me a better loan, all right? And so some of the credit unions that offer the better loans, like I always tell you, is with the State Department Federal Credit Union, right? And so by you joining them and you taking out a personal loan with them, then you don't have to make a payment with them for the first 90 days, all right? So that's the reason why I would look at them. Also with Johns Hopkins Credit Union, State Department Federal Credit Union use Experian Mortgage 2 score, by the way, for some of you all. And the minimum credit score with the State Department Federal Credit Union is only a 620. Only a 620. So that's the reason why I would use it. Now, you also have Johns Hopkins, all right? So with Johns Hopkins, they accept the 620 credit score, and they offer loans up to 90 days as well. All right. Now, let me back up because I want to tell you all something. Keep in mind, when you have a hard pull with a credit union, that hard pull inquiry, they usually will allow it to last for 30 up to 90 days, okay? So it just depends on the credit union. But let's just say with State Department, that 30 days, you're allowed to use that same hard inquiry, not only to get a personal loan, but you can use it to get possibly a line of credit as well as a credit card. And with the State Department Federal Credit Union, we all know, you have to excuse this wind, so that's the reason I'm getting closer, is that with the State Department Federal Credit Union, their loans go up to 100,000. Their lines of credit go up to 100,000, as well as with their credit cards going up to 100,000. Now with Johns Hopkins Credit Union, they go up to 50,000. Now, some of you all may be members of DCU. So if you're already a member of DCU and you've been with them for at least 90 days, they will also give you a loan. If it's 90 days you've been a member, they'll give you $1,000 loan with no credit check, right? Then, if you've been with them for 6 months, they will give you a loan up to $2,000, all right? Now, let's just say you've been with them 6 months and you need to increase that money, right? You have bad credit. What you can do is take that $2,000 from DCU, Digital Credit Union. Take that loan, and you can go over to United Nations Federal Credit Union and open up a secured loan account, right? And so all you're doing is just building relationships. Now, with United Nations, the reason you want their secured loan is because you're able to use up to 150% of whatever you deposit. So that's the reason why. And so that'll give you more money, right? And so with more money, you're able to help pay down more of your debt. Now, here's another thing. You can go to platforms like Low Credit Finance, and they offer loans. Their platform, they offer loans up to $50,000 as well. Sorry about that. But his little kid is having a fit. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, you can go to Low Credit Finance, all right? And you can get a loan with them, all right? And so their loans go up to $50,000. The interest rate is 5.99, up to 35.99. Now, they use tribal lenders as well, okay? And so by them using tribal lenders, these here loans will not show up on the personal credit. So that'll give you leverage. Also, with Viva Payday loans, they offer up to $5,000. That loan will not show up on the personal credit as well, all right? So the thing about it, leveraging the Netcredit, the money you get from Netcredit, you can take it over to United Nations. Like I said, they'll give you up to 150. So the thing about it, let's just say you get 10,000, take 5,000 over to United Nations Federal Credit Union, and they will give you 7,500. You'll be able to use up to 7,500, right? So that's $250 extra you already done leveraged, all right? And so you're still building that relationship, all right? So that's the reason why I tell you that with certain lenders, if they offer a high debt to income ratio and with bad credit, but you also have active checking account with deposits and everything, this will give you more leverage, all right? So if you have any questions about business credit funding, and you guys, you have to excuse me because I was paying attention to the little boy or whatever, so you have to excuse me. So I had to regroup mentally to see what was going on. But that being said, if you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.